First of all, I want to say congratulations to ULL. We wish them best of luck the rest of the way. Also want to say thank you to University of Lafayette, Louisiana for hosting. First class, outstanding job this week. We felt at home and great hospitality. On the game today, basically we got down early and couldn't recover from that, you know, and so we're exiting the tournament earlier than we wanted to.
Questions for the student athletes?
Greg, you guys had hit so well, top of the order all year. The team recently got more hits today than yesterday, but just couldn't move guys. Just talk about those struggles, if you could. Reason.
Yeah. Coming out of the conference tournament, obviously, I felt like we were swinging the bats pretty well. We get in the regional, see some different arms, different pitching guys we're not familiar with. We just couldn't really put it together, neither this game or the last game. So we just had to do a better job of, you know, really getting runners in scoring position and catching those runs in to help out our pitching.
Yeah, like you said, in the tournament, we were swinging it well. I think it's just arms we weren't used to. I mean, the bottom lineup hit well this weekend, but we couldn't cash them in, so.
Greg, such really an incredible season. You guys have come very far in your time here. The disappointment now, I know, but if you could speak about what you guys have done this year and really the last two postseasons. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely tough to go out this way. It's never, you know, fun losing, especially when that loss ends your season. But we've had a great season. A lot of great guys, a good group of guys who I think Coach Martinez touched on it before. It's kind of set the foundation for years to come, I think. We have younger guys like the ones next to me, Bubba and Ty, who can, you know, kind of carry on that culture to get San Diego State back to the regional next year and the years to come and, you know, even exceed our expectations.
Greg, can you talk a little bit about the performance of their starting pitcher today, Carson Baranek?
Yeah. Again, hats off to Louisiana-Lafayette. He did a great job today of pounding the zone, you know, making key pitches in key situations, keeping us off balance, and really, again, just couldn't put anything together. Myself at the top of the lineup, just kind of, you know, just couldn't get anything going off of him. So again, credit to him for what he was able to do on the mound today.
Bubba, you had just got a strikeout, and then there was a visit at the mound, and then the homer. You were feeling pretty good at the strikeout, and then there was what happened in the visit on the mound, and let's talk about that at bat.
You know, after that strikeout, you know, Coach came out and just tried to tell me to kind of relax and buckle down and try and get that last guy out. And, you know, I think one of my main issues this start was I fell behind a lot of guys. I didn't really get ahead in the count, put myself in holes, and they capitalized on my mistakes. They worked me into the count. You know, they were spitting on the off speed down low and out of the zone, forced me into the zone, and they hit anything I really threw in there. You know, it's really no excuse for the performance I had today. I let my team down, and it's kind of a bad way to go out, but, you know, it's something that it's a learning experience and something I got to work on for next year.
Ty, can you speak to what Greg talked about with it being carried on, what you guys have been able to generate?
Yeah, I mean, these guys have kind of set a tough legacy to live up to. So, I mean, I don't think we'll have a problem, but it's definitely going to be tough replacing these guys. And I'm looking forward to it. I know Bubba and the rest of us younger guys are. We're having a good class come in, so we're really looking forward to it, but it's going to be tough.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, I forget which inning it was around the fourth. What was the explanation you got from the umpires when they took away the double play on the play at first?
Well, the second base umpire rotated over to see the play from center field, and the first base umpire and the home plate umpire were looking down at the base there, and they both confirmed the fact that, you know, it was off the bag. And so, you know, they got it right.
Well, you guys had thought maybe it would work to your advantage. People were unfamiliar with you, and yet it seems like do you feel like that worked against you, that maybe you were unfamiliar with the teams you were seeing?
You know, anytime you go in a new setting, you know, there are challenges, but I think, you know, still us, coming in here was an opportunity we wanted. We wanted to come out, you know, into this environment and try and put a stamp on our program, and obviously that, we want to win more baseball games doing that. But, I still think it was the right place to put us, and we wanted to come out here and compete with the best in the country.
Coach, both teams lost guys on the base pass in the first inning. You guys at the plate. Is that the kind of aggressiveness you guys have gone with all year, I guess, or was this just kind of an elimination game trying to push the envelope, sending him on that play?
Well, I think we play like that all year long. Our guys, we're a high-octane offense. We try to move runners. We try to, whether it's steal, delay, hit and run, push, drag, and that's just our style of play. And so that's just how we're going to approach every game.
Coach, can you talk about Baranek's performance a little bit?
Outstanding job, throwing strikes. He got our barrels moving in good counts. Obviously had 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He got the ball in play, and they played great defense behind him. He didn't get outside himself, that's for sure. He stayed within himself. He pounded the strike zone, and he put the ball in play. And a lot of times it was spot fastballs, and we got weak contact on him.
Compared today to yesterday, I mean, you had more opportunities. You had a lot more base runners. Each inning toward the end, you might have scored some runs, got some guys in scoring position.
Well, and the other thing, too, is, in the first inning, I thought we had, Tim Zier had an opportunity to score on a base hit and tie the game up, and just kind of like a poor read on how hard the ball was hit. If he would have taken off, I think it would have been a non-issue. At home plate, he kind of took a little hesitation, and we're going to send him 100% of the time, and it was actually a throw that I thought he could beat, and so if we tie that up, I think the complexion of the game changes a little bit, whether it's from the pitching standpoint or not. But then we started again, we started to get a little tight, even in the second inning, and we left the pitch up, and the guy handled it. He did a good job with it, and all of a sudden we're down 5-0 and scrambling back and trying to get scratch some runs, and we had opportunities. Yeah, we didn't cash them in.